welcome. WHITradio.org, Hudson County Schools in North New Jersey, North Bergen, New Jersey. I'm stumbling here, but I'm Mr. P, and we got the freshman radio heads coming at you. We got Deanna and Caitlin and Nicole, and we have Carol and Steffi and Jillian and Allison and Kevin, and holding down the Fort Sodmon. So we got this our first show. It's kind of like a prototype show, and to start it off with ancient cultures and talk about everything that's ancient. Deanna.
Okay. Do you guys want to know about Egypt? Yeah,
Yes.
I know you do. Okay. So Egyptian history dates back to about 4000 BC when the kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt were united. Egypt isn't all about Cleopatra and the Sphinx, but Egypt didn't even have a normal language like we do with the alphabet, but a combination of symbols and words called hieroglyphics. A cool thing is actually a pharaoh never let his hair be seen. He would always wear a crown or a headdress called a nemes. And a fun little fact is that some of the ancient Egyptians slept on pillows made out of stone, so it's not even like they're comfortable pillows like we have. So
crazy.
We're more fortunate than the Egyptians. And yeah, I guess that's it for Egypt. Now bring it to Caitlin! Woo, Caitlin on
Hi,
Michelangelo.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking a little about Michelangelo. So, he was born on March 6, 1475, in a small village known as Caprice. Shortly after he was born, his family moved to Florence, where he grew up. He was a sculptor, a painter, a poet, and an architect. Michelangelo became an apprentice for an artist at the age of 13. He was known as the greatest artist during the period of the Italian Renaissance. Michelangelo was very famous in Italy. One of his major works was the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican. From then on, he was the greatest living artist in Italy, as I said before. Unfortunately, he died in Rome on February 18th, 1954. Coming on next is Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole. Go ahead, Nicole.
Hi, so I'm going to talk about the first civilization, Mesopotamia. It started in 4500 BC and ended in 540 BC. They invented a lot of things that we still use today, like the wheel. They were able to transport people and goods. They also created with the earliest forms of writing called cuneiform. They also use pictures to represent objects or ideas. They have developed a ton of technology. They specialized in metalworking, textile weaving, irrigation, glass making, and they also made armor. They would use copper, gold, bronze, and even iron. The Mesopotamian people were really intelligent. It was the beginning of something great, and it ended in 540 BC. It took place in many areas such as United Kingdom of Israel and Judah, or Kingdom Moab. Mesopotamia is one of the reasons why we're so advanced and developed today. And now you have Carol with Greece.
Well, I'll be talking about Greece today. Did you know that in Greece they believed in many different types of gods? Like the three major gods everybody knows. Zeus, god of sky, Poseidon, god of sea, and Hades, god of underworld. Women in Greece would worship the goddess of love and beauty, which is Aphrodite. They believed that if they worshipped her, they would become as pretty as her, but that ain't gonna happen. There are 12 major Olympians, but that's not all the gods they have. There's so many more. Hades had his own palace in the underworld, and they believed that the Greek gods were immortal. So if a Greek god had an intimate relationship with a mortal like us, they would be called a half-blood or a demigod. Like Hercules, he was a half-blood, son of Zeus, I think. He They gave him an offer, though, to become an immortal god, and he took it, so he became immortal. Also, Aphrodite was tired of Hades being so uptight and rude that she sent her son Cupid to shoot him one of his love arrows. Hades later fell in love with Persephone, daughter of Demeter, and he kidnapped her and took her to the underworld, which must suck because it's like really ugly. And she ate like 3 pomegranate seeds, I think it was. And if you don't know any
7.
Oh, well, 7. Yeah, something like that. And if you don't know anything about the underworld, don't eat the food, because then you'll have to stay there. So she had to stay there for like 7 months or something. And then the rest of the time she gets to go back up and like be with her mom. So careful with the Greek gods. They're very like arrogant, like Zeus. So they're pretty cool to learn about. Next it's Steffi with, what are we doing?
Or
Renaissance.
With the Renaissance. Woo.
She's
All right.
Steffi. The other one's Stephanie.
I know, Steffi. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the Renaissance, one of the most creative periods in history. First and foremost, the Renaissance occurred in Europe in 1350 and lasted until 1550. The Renaissance stands for the rebirth and inspired by the civilizations of ancient Greece and Rome. The Renaissance took place mostly in Italy, but it was also spread through southern France and Spain and influenced northern Europe. The Renaissance had a very artistic view in life. They had a passion for knowledge, and scholars had mostly studied the teaching of the church, but they rediscovered ancient I'm just gonna skip that word.
You could
Artists,
philosophy.
Philosophers. There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Artists became fascinated by the human body. So if you look back at the Renaissance art, you'll see a lot of naked bodies and stuff like that. A big figure in the Renaissance period was Leonardo da Vinci, and he was a genius, a writer, a painter, a sculptor, engineer, and architect. He left behind his wealth and painted a mysterious painting well known as the Mona Lisa. And yeah, if you'd like to see more about the Renaissance, in many Italian cities they still have amazing palaces, churches, and libraries, and public squares built around the Renaissance.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have. Bye.
Hope you liked it.
Yeah. Mine was too long.
Was it 7 pomegranates? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was 7. She said they had to stay under for 7 months, and then she went back up to the rest. Whatever the story about that.